What if you could replace your CRM, client portal, project manager, invoicing tool, scheduler, and automation software with one platform? That's exactly the promise behind SuiteDash. And in this review, I'm going to show you what it does, where it stands out, where it can frustrate you, and who should actually consider using it. If you want to check out SuiteDash yourself, look in the description or the first comment for the link. And if you like practical software reviews like this, follow the page and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next one. Now, SuiteDash describes itself as an all-in-one business management platform. And all-in-one gets thrown around constantly in software. So the important question is, how much can it actually replace? Quite a lot. SuiteDash combines CRM, client portals, project and task management, file sharing, invoicing, estimates, proposals, contracts, appointment scheduling, email marketing, automation, time tracking, support tickets, reporting, and even learning management features inside one system. That immediately tells you who this product is trying to serve. If you're a freelancer managing 3 clients and all you need is a basic task list, SuiteDash may be more software than you need. But if you run an agency, consulting company, service business, web design business, coaching company, or another operation where clients move through onboarding, projects, communication, billing, and ongoing support, SuiteDash becomes much more interesting. One of the biggest problems growing service businesses face is software fragmentation. Your leads are in one CRM, appointments are booked somewhere else, projects live in another tool, clients send files through email, invoices come from another platform, contracts come from another service. Your team communicates somewhere else. And every time you add another tool, you add another subscription, another login, another integration, another place where information can get lost, and another process your team has to learn. SuiteDash is trying to attack that problem by bringing those workflows under one roof. Let's start with the CRM. You can use SuiteDash to organize contacts, companies, prospects, and clients. But the important part isn't simply having a database of names and email addresses. The value comes from connecting those contacts to the rest of the system. A client can move from your CRM into onboarding, projects, invoices, files, appointments, communication, and automated workflows without you constantly copying information between separate applications. For businesses managing a significant number of clients, that can remove a lot of repetitive administrative work. Then you have the client portal, and I think this is one of the strongest reasons to consider SuiteDash. Instead of telling clients to check their email, open a project management application, visit your file sharing service, find an invoice somewhere else, and use another link for scheduling, you can create a centralized portal. Your client logs in and can access the information and resources you decide to give them. That might include project information, files, invoices, appointments, forms, documents, tasks, or other resources related to their account. This can make a small business look much more organized. And SuiteDash goes further with white labeling. You can customize the environment around your own business identity, including branding elements and the client-facing experience. For agencies and consultants, this matters. Clients generally don't care which collection of software tools you use behind the scenes. What they experience is whether your process feels professional. A branded portal with your own client experience can feel dramatically more polished than sending 6 unrelated software links. There's also support for custom URLs and customized login experiences, which pushes that white label approach further. Now let's talk about projects. SuiteDash includes project and task management, allowing you to create workflows around the services you deliver. You can build project templates with tasks and phases, which is especially useful if your business performs the same type of project repeatedly. Think about a web design agency. Every new website might require discovery, content collection, design, revisions, development, testing, approval, and launch. Instead of rebuilding that project manually every time you sign a client, you can create a repeatable structure. That's where SuiteDash starts becoming more than a collection of features. The real opportunity is building systems. The same principle applies to onboarding. Rather than manually sending the same welcome emails, collecting the same information, creating the same tasks, and assigning the same resources every time someone becomes a client, you can build structured onboarding flows. And that connects directly to automation. SuiteDash includes conditional and date-based automation capabilities. that can trigger actions when certain things happen. This is where businesses can potentially save a meaningful amount of operational time. For example, imagine a new client completes an onboarding step. That action could become part of a larger workflow where the appropriate information, tasks, communication, or resources are delivered without someone on your team remembering every step manually. Automation isn't valuable because it looks impressive. It's valuable because forgotten follow-ups, inconsistent onboarding, and repetitive admin work become expensive as your client volume increases. SuiteDash also includes billing tools. You can work with estimates, invoices, expenses, proposals, digital contracts, and payment-related workflows within the platform. Again, the advantage isn't that invoicing software is difficult to find. There are hundreds of invoicing tools. The advantage is having invoicing connected to the client relationship and the rest of your workflow. The same client you're managing inside your CRM and project system can also interact with billing-related information without creating another disconnected process. Appointment scheduling is another feature included in SuiteDash. You can build booking workflows, connect calendar functionality, and manage appointments as part of the larger client experience. Paid appointments are also supported, which can be useful for consultants, coaches, advisors, and other businesses that sell time directly. And if online meetings are part of your workflow, SuiteDash supports integrations with tools such as Zoom and Google Meet. There are also integrations with services including Google, Zapier, WordPress, and Plaid. So although the goal is to reduce the number of separate systems you depend on, you're not completely isolated from external applications. File management is another important part of the platform. You can share files and folders with clients, organize downloadable resources, manage permissions, and control who gets access to specific information. Again, think about the client experience. Instead of searching through a 6-month email thread for an attachment called final-version-3-revised-final.pdf, the client can have a defined place for project files. That sounds like a small improvement until you're managing 20, 50, or 100 active client relationships. There's even an LMS built into SuiteDash. You can create courses containing modules, lessons, and downloadable resources. That makes SuiteDash potentially useful beyond traditional agencies. Coaches, consultants, training companies, membership-style businesses, and service providers that include educational materials in their offers could potentially deliver those resources through the same platform clients already use. You also get email marketing and communication features. That includes templates and automated communication capabilities that can help you keep clients or contacts informed throughout different stages of your workflow. There are support ticket features as well, meaning client support can become part of the same environment rather than requiring another standalone help desk platform. And when you combine the CRM, projects, files, invoices, scheduling, support, marketing, LMS, and automation tools, you can see the main selling point. SuiteDash isn't trying to win because it has one revolutionary feature. It's trying to win by reducing the number of different products required to operate your business. But there is a downside to that strategy: complexity. When software tries to handle this many business functions, the interface naturally becomes more complicated than a focused tool designed to do one job. Some users have specifically pointed to the interface and nested features as areas that can feel cluttered. And that's something you need to take seriously. Don't buy SuiteDash expecting to open an account and rebuild your entire company in 30 minutes. That would be the wrong approach. There are a lot of settings, workflows, permissions, automations, customization options, and connected features to understand. The learning curve is the price you pay for having this much functionality inside one platform. So if your only requirement is project management, buy a project management tool. If you only need appointment booking, use a dedicated scheduler. If you only need basic invoicing,
SuiteDash is probably overkill. But if you're currently paying for 5, 6, 7 or more different tools and constantly forcing those tools to communicate with each other, the calculation changes. That's the audience where SuiteDash makes the most sense. And I would recommend implementing it gradually. Start with your CRM and client portal. Get your contacts organized. Set up your branding. Build the client experience.
Then move into projects. Create one project template around your most common service. Next, build your onboarding workflow. Then add invoicing. Then scheduling. And only after the core system works should you start building advanced automations. Trying to configure every feature on day one is probably the fastest way to overwhelm yourself and abandon the platform. There's another group that should pay particular attention to SuiteDash: agencies. White labeling can give agencies an interesting positioning advantage because the portal can become part of the service experience you sell to clients. Instead of saying, here's the project management software we use, you're giving clients what feels like your own branded business environment that can improve perceived professionalism without requiring you to develop custom client portal software from scratch. The platform also supports a white-labeled progressive web app experience, allowing clients to access the portal from mobile devices in a more app-like format. So what's my overall opinion? SuiteDash looks strongest when you judge it as an operating system for a service business rather than comparing every individual feature against the best standalone specialist tool. A dedicated CRM might have deeper CRM functionality. A dedicated project management platform might have a cleaner project interface. A dedicated email marketing platform might have more sophisticated marketing tools. That's not really the point. The question is whether having those capabilities integrated inside one system creates more value for your business than having the absolute best individual application in every category. For many small businesses and agencies, the answer could be yes, especially when you calculate not just subscription costs, but also integration costs, administration, employee training, duplicated data, broken automations, and the time wasted moving between platforms. SuiteDash is not the simplest option, but simplicity and consolidation aren't always the same thing. SuiteDash gives you a large toolbox. The businesses that will get the most value from it are the ones willing to invest some time upfront to build repeatable processes around that toolbox. So before you decide, make a list of the software you currently use: your CRM, project management, scheduling, invoicing, contracts, file sharing, client portal, email marketing, support, automation, and training or course delivery. Then calculate what you're paying every month, and more importantly, how much operational friction exists between those systems. That will tell you whether SuiteDash makes sense for you much faster than simply looking at its feature list. If you want to check out SuiteDash, you'll find the link in the description or in the first comment. Take a look at the current offer, compare it with your existing software stack, and decide based on the workflows you actually need rather than buying features just because they sound impressive. And if you want me to make a complete SuiteDash tutorial showing how to set up the CRM, client portal, onboarding, projects, automation, invoicing, scheduling, and white labeling step by step, comment SuiteDash tutorial below. If enough people want it, I'll know exactly what video to make next. And before you go, follow the page and subscribe to the channel for more software reviews, business tools, automation platforms, and practical tutorials. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.